the Canberra, we have the Duroc, we have the part of the land race, then we have the crosses, Duroc, Cambro, large white Cambro.
The specialty here is piggery farming, and it's admirable. He opens his gates to share practical lessons on what it takes to run a thriving pig farm. Stephen is quick to emphasize that the foundation of a successful piggery farm is both ventilation and biosecurity, keeping the environment safe, disease-free, and well ventilated.
Actually, biosecurity in a farm is paramount, is a must, most especially piggery farm. Pigs are so sensitive in a way that you have to do biosecurity in the maximum way, 100%. That's why you address like the COVID guys, the doctors. The reason as to why we are doing that, we are hit back some 5 years ago, we are hit back by swine flu. That's why we learned from that lesson. That's why we have to do maximum security, biosecurity. The disinfectants which you see there in those birthday foods, we put there viral kill. Even we disinfect your gumboots, we give you our gumboots. We don't allow, I remember you said you wanted to put on your gumboots, but we told you to put ours because we don't trust anybody who enters with their gumboot because we don't know where they will step from outside there. They can carry the disease inside the farm. That's why we have to give you the gumboots. We disinfect you. You step on those footbaths all before you enter inside. And as you can see from the other side, there is a gate. No person can enter here. We have just opened because we are coming, but always the padlocks are there. After them working here, we lock both sides so nobody can access, even outside the window. You cannot peep inside and see any pig. That's why we have to do that.
At this farm, one side of the piggery is raised and the other is lowered, allowing free air circulation, as he explains.
The way we have designed our structure, one side is a little bit low down, then one side is the wall is a little bit raised. We want for fresh aeration because the wind always they blow this side. So that's why we have left those windows to be open. So that the wind, there is exchange of air. The wind can enter from the other side. And this side we have raised it because we don't want even other, it is part of biosecurity. Nobody should peep from the other side inside.
Every successful farmer begins somewhere, and those considering piggery, Stephen shares what he believes should be everyone's first steps.
My advice to the beginners outside there who wants to begin a piggery as a business, as a serious business, in any level, whether small scale or large scale production, the first thing you must consider is the source of your breed. You have to know where you're getting your breed. You have to have you have to know which breed do you want to rear and for which purpose you want to rear. For example, there are breeds which are so good in pork. There's other breeds which are also good for breeding. Let's say a large white, they can give you much litter, many piglets, and even the Cambro or the Duroc, they are very good in pork. So what somebody should look after is the source of your breed and the breed which you want to rear, and you must know you must know your purpose. Which purpose are you rearing that breed for?
Anywho, Stephen says planning is everything. He emphasizes that one must organize the structures well before bringing in the animals. It is simply about preparation to ensure that all goes well from the get-go.
You should organize your structure well. You should look at how you're going to feed them, the sources of your food, whatever all you're going to collect. You need to organize early before before you introduce any pig to your unit where you are built. So it is a large thing. It is a management issue. You have to check everything from the breed, from the source, from the breed, from the structure, the feed which you're going to use, because you can introduce a good breed, but if you don't give that breed a good feed or a balanced feed, it will not grow. Then you will blame from where you collected the breed from. Here the problem is you. So you have to check everything from all feed, everything, health. All those things, you have to check all of them.
This farm features units for piglets, weaners, fatteners, and lactating mothers, alongside a maternity section for farrowing, the first of its kind featured on this show. See I told you we only get you the best.
All these units you're seeing, we have already weaned them. We have taken the piglets from them, so they are on the what? They are now, we call them now the dry sows. They have not conceived yet, and we are not first of all ready to give them to the what? To the boar, because we are flashing. We are giving them enough feeds, enough treatment, deworming, all what is supposed to be done in health management. We are supposed to do that. Then after that, let's say in the 2 weeks time when they come on it, then we serve them when they are very okay. In the main house here, we keep the pregnant mothers for, let's say, 2 months. In the end of the 2 months, when it's pregnant for 2 months, let's say 2 weeks to farrow. That's when we do what? We transport to the maternity, what they call the maternity or the farrow pen. So he's not supposed to do what? He's not supposed to stay from here or produce from here. What you're seeing from the other side is that one just, we did not calculate very well on the record. So it gave birth before we did what? Before we took it to the farrow pen. This is a 2 months and a half piglet. We can now start calling them the growers because they are past the stage of piglets a little bit. So this is the reason as to why they are so much crowded, is because of the space that we have. And even another thing is the market demand now is low. There are seasons the market the demand for piglets goes down from the farmer. That's why you will see we shall have many. But otherwise, if the demand is high, you will get 10 to 8 in each unit. This unit, one of, I think 2 of the mothers were on heat. That's why we have brought the what? We have brought the boar here. But it is not supposed to be in this number. It's supposed to be at least 1 mother in what? In each unit, because it is actually very kind of difficult to trace whether this one is served or not. But just because of the space, that's why we are putting them 3. But just know that we have put the boar there because there is a one which was on heat and it has served it. So this is actually where we bring our mothers 2 to 3 weeks to farrow. We bring those mothers this side. This is where they are supposed to what? To farrow from. And they will only stay from here for only 1 month. So when we win, we take the piglets the other side. We put also the mothers where? In another side, as you saw from the style, what style B. So they are not supposed to do what? To overstay from here, because these units, the way they have designed them, they are a little bit, the area is not wide. So if the mother overstays from here, I'm most likely to get issues of paralysis because there is no exercise. The reason as to why we have decided to design it like this, or the way the manufacturer has designed it like this, you see, we close here. We can close here when the mother is there. Let's say the one which is ready to what? To farrow. There is no way it can farrow and it will sit on the what? The piglet. It will be close in what? In one area. So the piglets will have the escape routes or where they can hide, so that they cannot be gotten, like they cannot be hurt from the what? From the mother. Yeah, that's how they are. And if you can see from this side, even they have their section where they can enter to hide. When the coldness is there, you can see they can decide and enter inside there too, so that they can have the normal what? The normal temperatures which they want. There is no way the mother can disturb them from there. And if you see here, all here is for the water for what? For the water for the piglets is there. That nipple is short. They will learn how to take the water from the nipples from here. Even the food, they will learn to eat the mother's food from here. By the time of 4 weeks, they will be knowing how to what? Eat. So when we transfer them to the farrow pen, they will be knowing where the nipple is. They will look for the nipple for water. They will look for the feeding trough for the what? For the feed. So they will learn from here. As you can see, we have docked the tails, we have cut these tails, and we do this one in the what? In the 3rd day when we are giving the iron. We clip the teeth also. The reason as why we clip the teeth is to avoid, when they grow up, to avoid them damaging the teeth of the mother. That's why we do clip the teeth. We docktail, because when we docktail, they tend to grow faster than those ones which have not been docktailed. And even it helps them, because piglets, when they reach to the age of even 1 month and a half, they can start fighting. And they always use the tail as a tool. You will find somebody is what? the tail is damaged seriously from that fighting. So there is no way they can catch the tail because it's now short. That is the reason as to why we do what docktailing. This one is the duroc. You can see its size. It is so huge. I believe it is around 300 plus kilograms. For duroc, for them they are very good in adding the what? Adding the meat. But in a little number, they are kind of weak. Most especially the F2s, the generation 2 of the duroc, the red duroc. You can see the number of the piglets. There are a few. It gave what? It gave only 6. It gave only 5, and by accident it sat on 1. So if you come here when all of them are some 2 weeks, 3 weeks to farrow, you will get here almost full.
On the farm, feeding is carefully tailored to different stages of growth. Piglets, weaners, lactating mothers, and fatteners all require specific rations, as explained by Steve.
We basically have stages of feeding. There is a stage which we call the weaners. We have the lactating sows. Those are now the mothers with the piglets. Then we have the fatteners and the dry sows, those ones which are not yet conceived. That stage are all those ones who are recently conceived. So we feed these pigs according to their stages. And even the feed which we give these pigs, we give in different ratio or different proportions. They don't all eat the same amount of the food. Let's start with the lactating sows. Those are now the mothers. There is a concentrate which we use called the Devonish. Devonish concentrate is what we use. We use concentrate. We use a broken maize and maize bran. So we buy this concentrate packed in a 50 kg. Then we bring that concentrate here. We have our machine for grinding. We grind our own maize from here. So we add in what? The maize bran. So for example, the lactating mother, you give the lactating mother, how we mix the ratios of mixing the feed. We get 75 of the what? Of the broken maize. Then 45 of the what? Of the bran. Then we mix what? A 50 what? A 50 kg of the concentrate. That is the what? Lactating what? Concentrate. So we mix and we get around, if I'm not mistaken, that is around a total of 170. 170 total feed. We give that ratio because this mother is what? This mother is breast what? Feeding. The piglets have to suckle the mother. That's why we give a kind of a concentrated what? Concentrated feed. So we mix our feed. Then from there, we give each mother 4 kilograms per mother. That one is the one which is what? Lactating. And we always add 0.2 grams of what? Of feed for each piglet the mother is what? Is having. So if the mother is having the what? If the mother is having, let's say 18, because we have the mother which can give us 18 or 20 or 21 according to what the mother has farrowed. So you add 0.2 per each piglet. So you multiply, then you add to the initial what? To the initial 4.0 kgs of a complete feed to the mother. If we come to the weaners, those ones are now, we always win at 1 month. We stopped winning at 1 month and a half. So during the time of winning, we separate the mother from the what? From the piglets. We bring the piglets this side from the farrow pen. Then the mother also is taken to what? To another unit. So in the 4 weeks when we bring that piglet here, we also give that one a complete feed called we use the concentrate called weaner concentrate. So the way we mix also weaner is not very much different with the what? With that one of the lactating. So 75, 45, bran 45, broken maize 75, then the what? Then the concentrate 50. The only difference is the what? The concentrate. The other ones are using the lactating mother. This one are using the what? The weaner concentrate. So we mix We give according to the what? According to the number. As you can see the units. Each piglet we give 1.5 kg per what? Per day. So as you see our feeders, if you can see the other side, the feed is still on that feeder. So we put all the what? All the food there, calculated the number of the what? Of the piglets which are on that unit. If the piglets are what? Are 10 or 15 times 1.5, we put that feed there. Then those piglets will eat that food from morning up to evening with the water constantly being supplied from the what? Automated what? Nipples. Yeah, 2 months and a half, let's say from 3 months. We now give those ones also a different what? A different food. We give those ones what they call the fattener or the grower. So the way we mix the grower, a 50 kg of what? Grower's concentrate or fattener concentrate. Then we put there 60 kilograms of what? Bran and 90 kilograms of what? Broken maize. We put here a lot of broken maize because we want to faster the growth of this pig because they are now growers. Even the amount of feeding is very different from the other one of 1 month or 1 month and a half. We shall now add them 2.0 kilograms per each what? Per each pig. Still on the what? On the same feeders, the same system.
Stephen insists on those methods, stating that even the best breed will not grow if they do not feed it well. So feeding must match the stage and age.
People fear pigs that they eat too much just because maybe they don't understand the feeding mode, how you're supposed to feed these pigs. You must know the kilos of the pigs, you must know the stage. That's why I was telling you, at this stage they must eat this, at this stage they must eat this. So if we say at the age of 3 months they are supposed to eat 2.0 kilograms, that is enough for the what? For the growth of that pig. And if the water is there, it is okay. The only problem which people make, they pump in pigs with a lot of feeds, and the outcome might be even stagnant pigs. They will not grow very well because of the misunderstand how they feed the what? The pigs. Because the pig, if you give it the food, you can continually give it. It can even eat the 5 kilograms. It can even eat the 10 kilograms in a day. But here is the issue. If you know that this is the right feed, the quality of the feed is good, the quantity of the feed is good, then you will be knowing the right point what to do. So this theory of saying the pigs eat too much is just because of lack of understanding and the way people understand it in that way.
Stephen also insists that water must be available 24/7. For that matter, this farm uses automatic drinkers to ensure a constant clean supply.
In piggery farming, the most important note you should take or you should note is water should be there 24/7. Water should be there 24/7. That's why you're seeing we have erected the nipples there. The water is automatic. Water doesn't disappear from there. 24/7 the water is there. This is our water tank. We always have the underground water, and sometimes when that machine gets an issue, we have also national water as emergency. So we pump that water from down there up to this tank. That's why if you from those units from down there is water 24/7 on the what? On the nipples, and everything. The hygiene is very good because of the what? We have enough supply of the water.
A pig's gestation period runs about 114 days. That's 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. Interesting, right? Note that with proper care, healthy sows produce large litter. We would all like that, wouldn't we?
We have the F1 from South Africa. This is the F1 from South Africa that we imported. As you can see, they are looking very good. We brought to them when they are 2 months. Now they have made 4 months and a half. You can see, we actually brought this one for breeding. As you can see, there are so many what? The female, only one male from a different parent. So the two are females, then the rest are what? The rest are Cambras. It is always recommended for you to serve a gilt on 7th month. And because most of them can conceive in the what? I mean, it can come on heat on the 6 months, but we always ignore the first heat because you might find that in the first heat, the pig might have not gained the weight, because it is always recommended for you to serve at least in the weight of 95 and above to 120. So if you serve a gilt at the low kilogram, they say 75, you're most likely to have what? Few piglets in your what? From your gilt. So 7 months, and the weight should be at least 95 and above. At least 95 and what? And above. That's when you're supposed to serve, whether you're going to do artificial insemination or you're going to give to the boer. With the Durocom, for the litter number, is not so much high. You might find that depending on whether you do natural mating or you do artificial insemination, but with the Durocom, they always have the range of, let's say, from 10 to 15 below. It is very rare for you to get the Durocom which can give you 15 and above, let's say 18. But with the Canberra, we have had the mothers here giving us 21, 20, 18. So Canberra with the breeding with the litter number is very, very good. It's a good breed. So we are expecting, at least from Durocom, we shall get a 12, 12, or 10, 10, or 15, 15. They are very good meat adders or pork. They're only good at adding the what? Pork. That's why if they stand all, you see they have a very much difference with the what? With the Canberra.
According to Stephen, piggery is one of the most rewarding enterprises simply because demand for pork is and will always, probably always be very high.
The demand of piglet is good, is high, most especially from the farmers and even the project people, the PDM guys. So we only receive most customers from the farmers who want to breed. And we always sell, when the demand is high, we sell, let's say in a month we sell around 50, if it is individual farmers who come and take 10, 20, 5, 2, we sell like 50 in a month. And our majority of the customers are what? Are the farmers. They always buy from us because they know if they take one, they will call us back that, can you give us your breed again? It's very good. Even the number of the litter is this and this. So our most customers is what? Is the farmers. We sell the piglets here according to the what? According to the age. But we always recommend according to the age and the breed, different age, and even the prices are different. But we always advise our farmers or our people who buy from projects to take at least something of 2 months. 2 months is a little bit a grown-up pig. It will not disturb somebody because it will go when it is treated, everything is done. So we sell 1 month and a half at around 200,000. And we sell 2 months to 2 months and a half at 250. It continues like that. To 3 months we give at 350. It will keep on adding by the 50 by the 50. The most expensive breed here is Red Europe. We sell Red Europe at 500 in the age of 2 months. We always offlay the old mothers. Let's say if it has farrowed for 5 times, 4 and above, and we see the performance is no longer good, we offlay those ones. We sell those ones to porkers, to guys who buy for pork. And even the boas, if you see the boa has become old, it has gained the match weight because the match weight can injure the what? The gilts or injure the mothers during mating. So that category all we offlay, we sell them off. What we do with our customers, we always give them, because we have a small slaughterhouse up there, we always give them in the kilos. We can decide to give them, actually we sell in the farm 12,000 per kilo. So those guys of the butchers, they can come and they buy. Somebody gives you the order, I want 200, I want to this, so the kilo is what? Is 12,000. But there are also other farmers or other customers who say, for me, I want to take the what? The live pig. There is what they call the estimation tape. Is a tape measure. We measure it and we estimate that this mother or this boa or a castrate has these kilos. So if he gets like 60 kilos, that is times 12. If he gets 80 or 100, that is times 12. So the customer is not cheated and we are also not cheated. We think it is the best way to go.
We are taking another very short commercial break, but when we return, it gets more exciting and you get to see where you can get the gold. So we'll be tapping into farming opportunities and the expert opinion with YPA. Like any other business, pig farming is not without hurdles.
Every business is not easy. It's not an easy work, but there are challenges you face on the way. Like what I told you earlier, we face a challenge of swine flu. We kind of also being disturbed by mastitis in the mothers. You might find that the teats are swollen, those kind of stuff. You see the signs, and how we always handle that is just giving the strong antibiotics like penicillin. We inject in 3 days, it will disappear. And other challenges, the cost of feed. You will find that the maize brand can go hike up to 1,000, 1,200, almost the same like maize. You might find that the maize is 1,800. So when the prices of the feed, most especially maize, go up, we always face a lot of challenges. But we have tried that to have our other gardens. Though they are very far from here, but we have other small gardens of what? Of maize, which we can grow and we bring here at the season. But when we are off season, we really face the challenges on the fields.
But Stephen insists that with proper management, the opportunities outweigh the challenges.
If you understand the science behind, if you understand how to rear these pigs, almost for us, we were concentrating at first on the piglets. But when we saw that sometimes when the demand is low, we could say, let's now fatten those ones which we have castrated. So by the age of 5 to 6 months, you might find that a pig has 85 kilograms. So I think it is the most profitable business that we have. So in the short period of 4 to 5 months, you already have your money. If, let's say, because for us we used to sell like 50 castrates, 20, 30. We measure that in kilos. So it is a kind of a profitable business to me. Actually, it's the best to me, according to the way I understand the science of it.
For those starting and not able to invest heavily, there is an alternative method that is more friendly. Also, this is where the visitors can have a look before accessing the main sty.
This is our sty A. This unit was meant for fatteners or display. Those ones which are ready to be sold, we bring them inside and the farmers will come. Even they can stand from outside there, they can see. They decide to pick me the other one, whatever they decide we give them. But now because of the space, as you can see, we have now here the gilts. Even we have the castrates and the female, so it is now a mixed up stuff. But it is system is not like the other side. Here is a little bit manual. You clean, not like the other side whereby you can open and the fishes go. But here you have to do the manual cleaning. And on the water system, the same like the other side. They are also on the nipples. It is always easy to supplement when you want to add them like greens. You can add and you can easily do clean, but we really do not give greens. We don't give greens frequently. We give like once in a week, because when the poo is very easy to remove and even that remains of the greens is easy to use, unlike the other system whereby if the greens go deep down, the drainage, it will block the drainage. So this is a kind of at least a simpler one, easy to manage. Even somebody can, mostly the starter, this is the best structure. The design of the structure, somebody can start with. Somebody can use this metallic stuff for poles and can start this one easily. Or other people even use the makoko. Somebody can use the makoko with the same with the same design. So this one is not very kind of expensive than the other one. This is a little bit cheap and it's very, very good for for the starters. Somebody should start from small, because if you start from small is where we will learn. You will pass all through those challenges. Meanwhile, you're learning. It is not always advisable for somebody to, if you're starting and you start a piggery farm of, let's say, 20 mothers, you don't have experience. So the best advice, start from small, learn, and learn from the mistakes which you do. Then somebody can improve.
The waste on the farm is very well managed and reused for other agriculture needs on the farm.
About this flow, these are metallic flow. What happens in this, the way that we have designed this structure, the drainage system is down. So as you can see, so it makes us to easily do cleaning. We can easily do cleaning. So all the fishes, they what? They come down here. We sweep from the other side. They put there, and even them themselves, they cannot put the other side. They do what? They come and put this side, and the fishes enter what? To the pit, to the drainage system. Sometimes people say that pigs are dirty animals. You can see the way we are seated here comfortably. They don't put the other side. They understand that the other side is for what? For sleeping, and they come and put what? This side. So this system is very, very